Hey Raiders, welcome to another money reading with your girl Ryan over here where we make money appear. So I already did like a little pre-shuffle for you guys. And the crowning of this message, the crowning of this hive is sex and tantric connections. But the back of that card is something you manifested is about to be deposited. So I don't know, maybe one of yours, maybe you just need to start an OnlyFans. And that doesn't mean that you have to do things with other people. It just means maybe you just need to start an OnlyFans. And I don't want to say, like, it don't matter what you put on there, is what I'm going to say. You just need to start an OnlyFans. So actually, Spirit is guiding me to get into the tarot instead of the oracle. And then we'll get into the oracle after this. This is just the more transparent you are about your sex life, the more money you're gonna be able to make. And speaking of, in a few days, I'll be linking my OnlyFans down below for those who are interested in more explicit messages. Yeah. Justice. Something about your sexuality is going to bring justice to your money situation. So maybe, I don't know, maybe some of you are interested in sex work or some of you are sex workers. I don't know. Because I was getting the first card that came out, Nine of Cups. The first card that came out is books. This is really giving sugar daddy energy, like, heavy. I've been picking it a bit heavy the past few days, but books. It's giving, like, off the record. And with dragon fruit, it's like an exotic experience that's off the record. And then with sex and tantric connections, it makes me think of the cloud room from the pink. With the transparent one from the back and then honey. Yeah, it's just giving a lot of, like, sexual energy. And I think that it's maybe Spirit is telling you to in some way release, like, find a way to release your sexual energy in a way that makes you money, but like in a way that you don't necessarily have to interact with anybody else or other people, right? Nine of Swords. Give me more, Spirit, because I can see why you would have inhibitions about this, but something that I'm learning about the Age of Aquarius is that the more transparent you are, the more the universe will give to you. Some of y'all are sexually frustrated and you just the lover's choice. You just need to choose, and then do what you gotta do. Communicate that. Or this is somebody else coming to communicate with you because they feel like they want to do it with you. They want to do the little nasty things, the chariot, because it's going to help them remove some blockages in their life. So basically what Spirit is saying is somebody realizes that when they have sex with you, it gives them some type of energy that ends up bringing them some type of money. Which means that I'm not saying do this back to this person, but if your energy can create money, if your sexual energy can create money, then other people shouldn't be the only ones benefiting from that. Basically. Is what Spirit is saying. That's why I said that's why the first thing I said was OnlyFans, because even if this is like a sneaky link or something like that, make that motherfucker pay up the wheel. It's only prostitution if you call it that. I'm just saying, like, I'ma just say nothing about sex is free. Not mentally, not physically, and not energetically. At best, you break even. At optimal, you manifest money. But at best, High Priestess, at best, you break even. So Spirit is saying use your spiritual gift. Yeah, some of y'all, you just need to find something that's like seductive and like do that shit, and it's gonna bring you mad money. Now for me, this don't really resonate. This resonates as OnlyFans, but like differently. It resonates as like pole stuff and like me posting my pole, like my pole content and stuff like that again. Sorry y'all, alarm. That was a confirmation. But for me, it's a matter of having the space to do so. So, how do you find the space to do what you know you want to do? Deep meditation. So this is triggering up a few get higher videos. I mean, not get higher, high spirit videos. I don't know. Just start, I don't know. If you have something, Eight of Pentacles. Yes, I was about to say, just start working on it. Like, if you can see it, just like offer it. Queen of Wands. People are going to be attracted to you. I don't want to say people are going to be attracted to it, but people are going to be attracted to you with the Nine of Pentacles. You got the Eight of Pentacles out here, and now you got the Nine of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Emperor. With the Ace of Swords, oh, you're about to attract an investor. Utilizing your sexual energy. So something sexual is about to, something that is tantric, right? Let's not make this inherently sexual. Something tantric is gonna bring in an investor. And now when I'm talking about money man, the Emperor to me is always an investor. There is someone who wants to invest in your tantric energy because they feel attracted to it. And they feel like, I don't know, it's almost like they feel like this is something you should be doing or something like you can do. Like, okay, for example, right? I was in Miami. This was before I like really kind of like moved to Florida, but like when I first was visiting, I used to stay for like weeks at a time. And through a friend, I ended up meeting someone. Like, the friend, right, had a friend who had a pole, like a little studio or whatever, and a pole. But she didn't know how to use the pole. I did, so I taught her how to use the pole. The person whose place it was saw how good I was on the pole, and they basically offered me like my own pole studio. Like, I'll invest in it. You just promote it and do the classes or whatever, and you give me 20%. You take the rest, right? And I was like, cool, but I'm going back to New Jersey in a few days. So it ended up not working out. Like, I was willing to, go back and forth or whatever, but it just wasn't working out at first. But, right, sometimes we look to have all of the resources to do something, and maybe when we have all the resources, we're not going to put out the best product, right? Because having an optimal money-making experience really comes from being able to create something out of virtually nothing, and then repeating that until you get the resources, and then once you get the resources, you just keep making it better. So Spirit is basically telling you to find something that you like doing, even if that's like naked yoga, if you just like to stretch, whatever, if you're into pole, if you're into adult entertainment, anything that has to do with like adult entertainment that you can legalize, do it, because that's gonna bring you money. That's gonna bring you money, and it's gonna bring you more investors for the money, because right, particularly a pole class, an emperor is not coming to take a pole class. But the emperor knows that pole is something that a lot of women are into. So if the emperor invests in the pole class, the emperor can invest in you while being able to get money back too. and um just be in the energy of this energy, right? So this is not you. This is a we on that again. Symbiotic relationships. Symbiotic relationships. I've been picking up on it all moon cycle, literally since the new moon. Symbiotic relationships. And yesterday, that's what I was like. I had an experience like that, symbiotic relationship. Like I experienced something that wasn't symbiotic, and then I experienced something that was extremely symbiotic, and it was like, okay, I see why I felt that way about that, because this gives me more. Like, even though this relationship doesn't have as much sexual chemistry, like the sexual chemistry is different, I like this better because instead of rushing into the energy that's making us money, we are harnessing it, building it up, and utilizing it to continue making money, right? So this is you moving out of a space where you're just like literally freely giving away your energy to moving into a space where you're cultivating that energy so you can raise it up at least to the heart chakra, right? Because that's green. That's where the money comes from, the heart chakra. And you're attracting more and more. It's like this energy is just attracting more and more and more and more and more. Now the download that I'm getting is that you're definitely gonna have to just believe in this. You're gonna have to, whatever this is, the moment you realize that it's something that you want to do, or like the moment you decide, because it's a spirit really telling you, stop giving your sexual energy away, use it to make money. So like I said, it's less of sex and more of tantric connections. So this could be Reiki, this could be like I said, yoga, or like some type of like sexy meditation or something like that. Just like using tantric means that don't necessarily require like close contact, that both gives and receives. I literally don't know how else to like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Like, that's what it's giving, like naked yoga or something like that. Naked yoga, or like, I don't know. It's like it's like using your energy to attract more energy like yours, which will attract more investors, because it's like it becomes a hot spot. It's almost like it becomes a hot spot. So they know where they, it's like knowing where to find the sexy women, but also knowing that where the sexy women is where the money resides. I don't know. This could simply just be you being in Venus energy. That's really what this is. Venus. Spirit is saying use Venus to make you some money, because Venus is retrograde right now. So Venus is only gonna go where the money resides. Venus don't care what it looks like per se, as long as you deem it beautiful. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So as long as you think it's beautiful, Venus is gonna support it. As long as you think it's beautiful, other people are gonna support it. As long as you think it's beautiful, there's nothing for you to Nine of Swords about, because High Priestess, you are the beholder of what other people are going to see. With the Queen of Wands, I don't care, bitch, if you're doing this in a busted, like, studio, or even if you gotta start in, like, a room or something like that. Like, it's gonna make... people aren't gonna be paying attention to that. Like, whatever you're gonna be doing, they're gonna have to pay attention to whatever you're doing, not so much the environment that you're doing it in. I'm gonna say that. I'm definitely gonna say that. So it don't gotta, like I said, it don't have to be sexual, but things that are tantric. Think about things that allow the body to, the Tower with the Eight of Wands. Ooh, whatever this is, it's gonna have people fucked up, man. Like, it's gonna have people fucked up for real. up for real. Because they're gonna realize that you're like, they're either gonna have to get with the program, or get lost. Because at the end of the day, wherever you are doing this thing is where the money resides. And like, there's not going to be any way to take away from this. Like I said, the only way to possibly take away from whatever it is that you're about to be doing is for someone to physically have sex with you. So basically, like, don't let nobody have sex with you so that you can continue manifesting from that energy. And don't let nobody make you feel bad for using your energy to make money. Basically, this is an initiation of sexual freedom. Because she's naked on this Nine of Swords card. I'm not going to put it in the camera because her nipples are showing. But this is people communicating about seeing you naked or seeing you vulnerable. Even if that, with the Two of Pentacles and the stars, even if that naked is just you exposing a truth or exposing a side of yourself that people aren't used to seeing. Right? You never know what other people find attractive. Genuinely. Make a OnlyFans and just twerk on that shit. I'm not trying to like force nobody into like OnlyFans or whatever, but understand that it's like basically Spirit is trying to get you to take this stigma off of like something so that you see that it's a money making opportunity rather than like a tower, really. Because Two of Swords, the Two of Pentacles with the Two of Swords on top of Justice, Eight of Pentacles, and Knight of Pentacles, and the High Priestess. It's like, okay, think about it like this. It's like going from the strip club to a cabaret. It becomes less sexual, but more seductive. So Spirit is saying, some of y'all just need to read the art of seduction, and then find a way to utilize that in like your everyday life, because that shit is gonna bring you a shit ton of money. This is just, Spirit is giving you money making ideas. You just need to not stigmatize your damn self. Four of Cups. And before you reject an idea, try it out. You might actually like it, right? Because this is how it was when I went to when I got to the strip club. I went there with somebody else because they didn't want to go alone. And I ended up having the time of my life. And because I used to be having the time of my life, I used to be making mad money. I really wasn't getting naked. I really wasn't doing what a lot of the other girls had to do. Because a lot of people, I would get a lot of regulars just off my personality and just off the fact that, like, my mouthpiece is crazy. Feel me? And I know how to keep my energy high, like, in order to attract that type of energy. Like, I don't know. The strip club is, like, the most comfortable place for me ever. I don't know. I think it's because I like being naked. So, like, I don't have to wear many clothes, but I also don't have to be butt booty naked because I understand the art of seduction. Yeah. I don't know. This is just like, this is Spirit basically saying you have everything you need. I'm gonna see what the Oracle talking about, and then throughout the day I'll do a few higher spirits readings. Ego death. Yes, this is telling you to stop judging yourself. Like, don't allow the standards of society to stop you from doing. And honestly, I'm gonna give you a little prophecy right here. One that's literally bound to come true. You can just see it. If you understand, even if you don't understand astrology, it's super visible. Things like prostitution and all that other good stuff, like, if you live in the U.S. specifically, this is going to become a red light hotspot. Not just like Vegas and like Miami and New York and all these other spaces. In Atlanta, it's like that's gonna be like even the 304 culture is more like mainstream now, when for so long that was like something that people didn't really talk about, because the dynamic in the relationships when it came to things like that were not necessarily symbiotic. But now women are taking more control of their bodies, reclaiming control of their bodies, and they're demanding respect, because men, the great diviner, literally, I was about to go on into a whole history lesson, because this is actually what I studied in college: women's and gender studies and political science. Those are my two majors. People but it taught me people will pay for what they want and can't have. Period. People will pay to look even if they can't touch. Period. So Spirit is basically saying Venus has a blueprint for you to become the most desirable you that you can be, while still having boundaries enough, like, to where folks have to show you respect. Now, that's not saying everybody's going to be respectful. Some people are just disrespectful because they're insecure. That's not your business. Because even those people will pay. Even if it's only a little bit, they'll pay. But everything, I don't know, like, just read The Art of Seduction, like, because I don't know how to describe this, because I feel like most people who are gonna watch this aren't gonna be, I don't know, I'm just gonna make the title: Sex Work Isn't Always Sex, but it is always work. Because, yeah, you don't have to give all of yourself and have to receive little. You can give little and receive a lot, especially when it comes to tantric energy. Like, when they say sex sells, it's not just a slogan, it's real. People pay for pussy every day, but you don't have to sell pussy. All you have to do is sell the fantasy. Spirit is selling you that. Some of y'all, this ain't gonna be for everybody, but everybody is capable. Everybody has the potential. Find a way to sell your sexiness, because that's gonna bring you mad money. That's gonna bring you hella money. Sell your sexiness. And that's really on Spirit, period. And, like, do it with the intention of attracting, because, like, just think about, like, right? Think about, like, I don't know, maybe you want to add honey. I don't know. Sit somewhere and just pour honey on yourself. I don't know. It's really that simple. Like, you know, it don't have to be extra intricate and extra thought out. Like, all you have to do is have the right intentions and a little bit of creativity. Because it's like, soon as the wheel is already there before the Eight of Cups get, like, the moment you make the choice, the wheel is already there. All you gotta do now is Eight of Pentacles, work on it. And you really don't have to invest much into it. All you need to invest is 2 more Pentacles to make that 10. You invest 1 and you're already at the 9. That's pre-Empress energy. So that's, you're 1 step away from super attractor energy. But once you get to the 9 of Pentacles, you're already gonna be attracting Emperors. So imagine when you get to the 10 of Pentacles, maybe you're going to attract Empresses too. And they'll be seeing you as an Empress. Or they'll be seeing you, they'll be seeing you as an Empress. So, like, maybe the Emperor got other Emperor friends who want to invest. Me and my friends, we got money to spend. Me and my friends, we got money to spend. Me and my friends, we got money to spend. Me and my friends, we got money to spend. Me and my friends, we got money to spend. LOL. I don't know. Maybe Spirit is telling you to dress a little bit more sexy. Show a little shoulder. You feel me? You don't even gotta have your, like, if this is something you do digitally, you don't even gotta have your face in the camera. In real life, you don't. You don't have to show your face. But if that adds to your beauty for others to, like, behold, then do what you gotta do. But this is Spirit saying, make the money. Don't let the money make you. But use what you got to get what you want. Like, and like I said, everybody's not gonna understand that. Especially if you aren't in tune with, like, your tantric energy, your sexual energy. If you haven't, like, if you don't feel sexual, like, do something that makes you feel sexually empowered. And then share it. Do something that makes you feel sexually empowered and then share it. Do something that makes you feel sexually empowered and then share it. Period. I'm going to say it one more time. Do something that makes you feel sexually empowered and then share it. If you share it on a public platform, make sure it's something that you can show on a public platform. But if it isn't, just share that there is something that you do want to share, but you have to share it from a certain place. And so that's the easiest way to make money, right? This is why I say OnlyFans. Because it's an investment into something that is like a secret. And people like secrets. That's what seduction is all about. It's the art of secrecy. The art of mystery. That's why the high priestess is out here. When you do things that make you feel sexually empowered, nobody knows why. But they don't care why. Most people who will give their money or energy just want to be as close as they can get to this secret, this mystery, right? So I'll just give one other example before I get out of here. When I used to post videos in bathing suit, like when I used to do tarot in my bathing suit when I was in Miami, that used to make me mad money. Seriously, it used to get me mad views on my videos, and that was on, like, when I was a part of, like, a group previously. But I don't know, it's something about Florida that just makes me feel sexy. I guess because it's, like, always hot outside, and it gives me a reason to not wear clothes I don't have to. Like, it's almost normal to be walking around in a bathing suit all day type shit. Or just, like, minimal clothes all day. This could even be, like, right, because this is another thing that used to get people. A lot of times I would wear a bathing suit. Like, I would have on a bathing suit, but then I would just have on, like, a really cute, like, oversized graphic tee with some sneakers. And people used to find that shit so attractive, right? It was really appealing to people. Because it's like, you can't see. You know I don't have on a lot of clothes, but you can't see what's under this. But you want to get as close as you possibly can. Hey, Copper. You want to get as close as you possibly can. To even if you don't get to see the secret. To, like, just get as close as you possibly can. Like, think about artists at a show. People will pay tons of money just to see this artist at their show. Now, if the artist so happens to, like, touch their hand or something, even, like, taking their phone and recording a little video on it, do you know how valuable that is to people? Turn yourself, Spirit is saying, use your beast to turn you into beauty. And that's just that on that. So it is because it is so family. I'll show you.